I understand that you want to be the best version of yourself. As human beings, we are addicted to progress. And I know that you are no different than me and everybody else. But sometimes we just don't know where to start. We just don't know how to make our vision become a reality. We don't know how to make our dreams a fruition. And I'm here to tell you how to become the best version of yourself, because I've been on the journey about becoming the best version of myself. I'm still not there because it's a lifetime work, but I know a little bit about it and I can share it with you, and I want to share it with you because I want you to have the opportunity to be the best version of yourself. The first step is to understand, what do you want? What do you want? You need to write that down. What do you want? Like, stop thinking about bullshit. Stop worrying about bullshit. Sometimes people ask me on Instagram what political party I am, what do I support? How is that going to influence your life? Focus on you. Do the work on yourself. What do you want? Be clear about it. How fit do you want to be? Do you want to have six-pack or you don't want to have a six-pack? How big you want your arms to be, or your ass to be, or your boobs to be? Like, be detailed. Where do you want to live? Do you want to live on the beach or you don't want to live on the beach? What car do you want to drive? How big do you want your house to be? How many trips do you want to do a year? What kind of education you want for your kids? Be specific about what do you want, what friends you want to have, what do you allow in your life, what do you don't allow in your life, what experience you want, what is important, what is not important. Be very specific about what you want, because you cannot be the best version of yourself if you haven't thought about what the best version of yourself looks like and what do you want to be the best, what do you want it to look like. It all starts there. What do you want? And as important as what you want, what does that look like? How it's going to look when you become how it's going to look when you become the version of yourself? Where are you going to be living? How are you going to be speaking? How are you going to be looking? How are you going to be dressing? How are you going to be smelling? How are you going to be smiling? How are you going to be acting? How does it look like when you are the best version of yourself? You need to visualize that. What does it look like, right? What you're going to be doing, how, with who. You need to have a very vivid picture of what it looks like to be the very best version of yourself. Now that you know what you want, how does it look like, who has it? Go and look around who has what you want. I know exactly who is very close to my very best version already. I know that my inspirations, my role models, they are already exactly who I want to be in the future. It's important to have those role models. Define what you want, how does it look like, and then go look for a group of people, 4, 5, 6, that already are living, already are dressing how you like, already are driving what you want to be driving, already are living where you want to be living, already are talking how you want to be talking, already are doing all the things you want to be doing. They already are experiencing. So go look for them and go research them and go look at what they are doing. Those are the people that you should be spending time studying, looking at, because they are you in a minute. They are you in a minute. So go see yourself by following these people, modeling these people, studying these people. The problem with looking at people is when you're looking at people to compare, when you're looking at people to gossip, when you're looking at people to tear them down. But if you're looking at people to get inspired, find the 5, 6 people that you see, whoa, this is my vision, how I want my life to be, how I want things to look like in my life. They already have it, so go and find them on Instagram, on YouTube, get on their mentorship if they have a mentorship. If they don't have a mentorship, watch their videos, read their books, get inspired by them, put your eyes on them, ask yourself how they would react, try to study how they got where they got, and try to get as much information as you can from them. What are the skills that you need to spend your lifetime mastering? When you want to be the best version of yourself, you cannot think about skills in terms of, I already have this skill, now done. I already have this skill. It's never done. The work is never done. In 2021, I decided that I would go deep into social media. It's 2025. I'm still not even 5% where I want to be. So I started acquiring that skill in 2021. Now we are in 2025. I'm still 5% in, maybe 3% in. And I've done it every single day since 2021. There is ups and downs. There are times that you progress more. There are times that you progress less. But my commitment is to master this skill until the day I die. The same with fitness. The same with communication. The same with dressing. The same is with relationship. The same is with leadership. The same is with everything. Reading, marketing, sales, fitness, cars, watches, everything that I'm passionate about. I dedicate my life to learning it. There's not a moment that I say, oh yeah, I got it. No, every day I study the things that make me who I am. I study them every day, and I will do so forever. So commit to things that you will learn forever until the day you die. You also need to have a list of non-negotiables. What are the things that are non-negotiable in your life? For me, I will not steal, I will not lie, I will not be fat, I will never not be in the best or very close to the best shape in my life. I will never give up on making my family the best possible. I will never give up on influencing my girlfriend. I will never give up on influencing my son. I will never give up on my friendships. I will never be around people that drags me down. I will never accept people that don't have strong principles and strong characters around my circle. And I will never not have courage to fight for the things that I believe in. Never. I will never be a guy that goes around and like the wind and people push. I will never be a pushover. Never. You know, those are the things that are non-negotiable for me. What are the non-negotiable for you? You need to know those things. Otherwise, you will not be able to be the very best you. You need to have rules. You need to have parameters. You need to have standards. And non-negotiables will create your best standards. Now that you know what you want, how does it look like, who has it, what are your non-negotiables? Another important thing is, what are the daily habits that support your best self? This is the best part. When you went through everything that you want to be, when you went through all the emotions, you visualized everything, you understand what are the non-negotiables, you understand how it looks like, you understand who are the role models, you understand what you want to be, who you want to be, everything. Now let's go to set daily habits that basically guarantee that you're gonna be who you say you want to be. Today, I'm working for 6 or 7 hours on things that are close to my heart. Doing this video, doing some stuff on Instagram, preparing these videos, making the best out that I can out of this moment. I'm working on my dreams as we speak. That's why I'm so excited. I'm working on my dreams as we speak. This is all planned, it's on my schedule. Then when I finish this, I will have a little break and I will go on a run. Then when I finish my run, because it's part of my working out every day, being fit, never being fat, getting to 70, looking like 30 or 40, then after the run, I will still do some things about my personal brand. I'll do still some things about my personal branding business. My memory is not the best. I need to look at my plan. Then after that, I will have a coaching call with my client. It's the last call I have with this client. He has had amazing results. His name is Joe. He has a a firefighting page, is doing great, is making good money. I'm super excited. Today we have our last call. I'm super excited about that. After that, I'm gonna eat only 300 grams of chicken because all my calories are done for today. Yesterday night I went on the kitchen at midnight and I overate. So then during all day I could barely eat, and now I have some chicken to eat at the end, and then straight away go to sleep. This is all these habits, all these tasks are aligned with my ultimate goals. So create daily habits, things that you do every single day that support your vision. Do that, because you'll see that life will make much more sense. And you can say, oh, but I have a 9 to 5, I cannot do that. Create mental daily habits that you can execute on during your 9 to 5. For example, don't gossip, be supportive to your colleagues, don't talk bad about your boss because he's paying your salary. Do those things, do the best you can while you are at your work. And then when you leave the 9 to 5, set aside 1-2 hours to work on your goals. And then you're gonna say, oh, but I have kids, but I have this. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you have going on. Nobody cares. Get it done. That's it. You need somebody to be like this to you, because there's always an excuse, but nobody cares. It's the game. The name of the game is you win or you lose. You can figure out a way to win or you can figure out a way to lose. Either ways, it's on you. All right. So find your perfect daily habits and follow through. Okay. The next thing is, how often do you check your scoreboard? Meaning, review the progress. If you want your relationships to get better, at the end of the week, check with your mother, check with your friends. Look at their eyes. Does it look like they are having fun being with you? Does it look that they are fulfilled by being surrounded by you? What are the signs? Can you ask them, am I progressing? Am I better than I was before? How many arguments did you have during the week? If you want your relationships to be better, but you are having arguments every single day, you're probably not on the right track. If you want to be in good shape, but you start to have some love handles, it's time maybe to cut back on the food. How much food did you eat? Did you overeat? Like, check the scoreboard. How many runs did you have? How many lifts did you do? Whatever you're talking about, whatever is important for you, check the scoreboard. Just don't go like, if I ask you, how many times do you work out a week? 4. How many did you go this week? 2. It's always 2, it's not 4. 4 was like 3 months ago. Now you're not doing 4, you did 2 this week. Be serious about controlling the outputs, the inputs and the outputs, the numbers. Control the numbers of your performance, please. That's the only way you're going to be the best version of yourself, is by controlling your numbers across everything: finance, relationships, sports, everything that is important to you that will make you the best version of yourself. You need to check the scoreboard. That's pretty much it. I went through everything that you need to do to be the best version of yourself. It's pretty simple, but it's not easy. Let's go.